All right, let's get started here. I am Mike Griffith for Carolina Weather Authority. Worship me. You shall bow down. No, of course not. I'm just kidding. I'm not like most of the other weather community out there, especially weather Twitter or other weather Facebook pages, where they probably wouldn't mind if you did actually fall to your knees and started worshiping them. I, however, am not worthy, nor do I want anybody to do that to me. I don't want to be worshipped. All right. And on that note, I'm going to say thank you. Thank you very much. Now, where's my peanut butter and banana sandwich you promised me, ma'am? Does that sound familiar to anybody? Elvis, maybe at the end of some of his shows that he did, probably the smaller ones. Could have been the bigger shows too, for all I know. I don't know. There's somebody out there that likes peanut butter and banana sandwiches, though, and I'm not going to say who that is, but if she hears this, thumb up or add a comment or something. Actually, add a comment under the video if you've ever heard that expression from Elvis Presley. Kind of funny. All right, so let's get right into it out here. Man, I'll tell you what, the Screencast-O-Matic application has crashed for the last time on my PC, and I have removed it. I blasted it, and I have Zoom now, which is so much more stable, and they should do things so much better here. All right, so let's get right into it here. I'm looking at the satellite wide view, which includes part of the Pacific and Atlantic, not just the states, and much of the atmospheric river out there in California is starting to subside. I mean, yes, we do have some moisture and some rain heading into the Pacific Northwest up there, but all the moisture and crazy rain, atmospheric river looks like it's kind of conceded to the south down here, and it's going to head into the Baja of Mexico. And really, everything that was coming in this direction, it hasn't totally stopped yet. It's in a transition phase of stopping, which is going to most likely bring our pattern change over here to the eastern part of the United States. You can see our big storm system right here getting cranking in the central part of the country. Nebraska is going to be getting a whole ton of snow out of this. So lucky for them. Well, it's winter up there in the plains, and they don't typically suffer as much as we do over here on the East Coast. There's some clouds that are making their way across Western North Carolina. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little bit of drizzle in there. Let's actually see if we can get in over here a little bit closer to home, if we will. There we go. Perfect. Man, I love Zoom. I love Zoom already now. I think I found out how to finally work it. All right. I wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be some drizzle in here somewhere, maybe along the state line today, Wednesday. But this is going to be the next system that comes our way on Thursday. Most likely we'll hit the mountains and it'll fizzle out, but not before there's could be some severe storms over here in maybe in Arkansas and over in down into Louisiana, maybe in the Mississippi, as the models indicated earlier this week. So it's definitely going to be a it could be what could be an eventful afternoon, maybe in this area right here, but not expecting any type of widespread outbreak, but maybe just something to watch overall. I wouldn't say that there's going to be anything major in this area right here. Okay, so let's see here now. Now we're going to get into the actual models here, and I'm going to get into the GFS here once I can get this situated. So just bear with me here for a second. Okay, great. Good looking out screen cap. Good looking out Zoom here for me. Okay, so there's our major system here across the central part of the United States. It's going to slowly move to the east, like I had mentioned. Most likely, we'll hit the mountains and we'll break up there before it even makes it over to our area. But it is going to be a little bit of a weak cold front, which will bring some drier air and clearing on Friday. So the sun will come back out for our area here heading into even Friday morning. It might be a little bit more sunshiny out there than it has been. But definitely by later in the day, it'll be cleared out and there'll be a sunshine. A big old high sitting right up there in West Virginia will keep us dry on Friday and most likely into Saturday though. But for Sunday, look at this. Here comes our next system over here, and it's going to bring a lot of rain to our area into North Carolina, as the motion of that is going to be pretty much in that direction right there, just like that. So Sunday is going to be our next chance of a very soggy day, as we can see right here. Not looking like a very pleasant day at all on Sunday. So you're going to want to stay indoors, maybe sit at the pub. Well, maybe not recommended for Sunday or for people that are not trying to really drink or watch their weight for New Year's resolutions. Uh, Not my New Year's resolution, but I could tend to be overall healthy all year long, not just at New Year's. Behind Sunday system as it exits Sunday night, looks like some more mountain snows that could be in this area right over in here in North Carolina again. Just mountain snows from the wind and the cold wind blowing down from this direction right here as we head into Sunday night into early Monday. And then Monday is looking like another nice day with sunshine, and a high pressure system right here takes control of the East Coast, well, mainly the Virginia and the Carolinas, probably down into Georgia. But look at this. Here's some more moisture trying to get going again here over the Gulf. Wow, what could this mean? Another storm system coming up from the Gulf. Man, if it's only cold enough, imagine what we could get out of this all through in here. But it's not. So we're going to have to really uh, take what we can get right now. There could be some severe stuff possibly here along the coast with this batch of storms, or even rain with embedded thunder. And as onshore flow is going to be like this, maybe along Charleston somewhere in there, or maybe Myrtle Beach or Wilmington, the typical areas that get twisters, might have something to watch as we go into the 25th or so, which is the 24th or so, which is Tuesday and the Wednesday, in this very active pattern here across the southern U.S. It's basically going to be really a big old jet stream that just kind of keeps active here across the South like this, and it's going to take the storm track kind of like across the southern U.S. But then some of these storms are going to cut and go up like this, but the overall storm motion is going to be like that. So we could really see a lot of activity here across the southeast and into the later this month, and it could be getting cold. So make sure that you watch all the way to the end of the video. By the way, I didn't mention this, but like, please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you find this content informative and engaging. There's a subscribe button right there below the video on this YouTube application. There should be. So make sure you're logged in and signed up. I know it's a pain, but it really helps us out if you're seeing this, and you can go and subscribe to our channel. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers soon. We're at 400 right now, and we're grateful, but we still need more. Okay, so as we go into the 25th, which is Wednesday, it looks like we cool down once again with these packed lines right here. This is the first blue line you can see right here. This is where the chillier air comes in. This is actually the cold enough to snow line right here. So some more mountain snows, most likely, as we head into the Tuesday or Wednesday the 25th, which is next Wednesday. And then that system heads off. And then on the 27th, looks like there could be some other kind of southern stream energy here, not really picking up too, the model's not really picking it up too well, but it is going to get like a lot colder here on the GEFS model. Again, it's just one model and it's deterministic, but it looks like it could just be average chilliness for this time of year, all the way down and through here. It looks like this is going to be the cold air that just kind of spills into our region and maybe stops around Savannah, maybe southern Georgia, northern Florida. And that's going to be the extent of the cold. But it looks like that happens around the 28th or so, which is next, not this weekend, but next weekend. It's a long shot, and we don't really know. But we could look at the ensembles here, which would really give us a better idea of where the actual what is actually going to happen here. And as we go, let's see here. If we get the, you always look for the anomalies, which is temperature anomaly. Boy, they don't make this stuff really too easy to. There we go. There we go. There's the temperature anomalies right there. Okay, the GEFS. Okay. And as we head into the 27th or so, looks like we head back more into a normal type of regime right here. So we're not looking at anything that's like too bone chilling cold after the supposed pattern change later this month. But here it comes right here. Here's all of the coldest conditions right here over the northern plains, and it doesn't look like that like really bone chilling cold makes it into our area, but we definitely do cool off towards the end of the forecast period, which is the 27th or 28th or so, all the way down here in the southeast. That all the reds are gone again here on the ensemble, so that means that the temperatures are going to be more normal for this time of year. With temperatures more normal like this, and with the precipitation expected to be above average, that could be a good sign. It could be borderline marginal rain and snow events, like your typical I-85. South of I-85 is sleet and rain, and north is snow. Too early to tell just yet, but we think that that could definitely be in the works here. Let's take a look at the overall CPC forecast for us. Okay, so it looks like from the 23rd to the 27th or so, much of the warm that was previously here on the latest outlook, on the previous outlooks, is starting to kind of get like eroded away by more normal temperatures here to our west. I think this is going to probably not be as intense before the end of the month is over. And then we can see that, it's starting to kind of fade a little bit, still above average from the 23rd to 27th. There's no question. It's not going to get cold from the 23rd into the 27th. It's going to remain above average overall, with dropping down to normal at times between now and then, between now and the 27th. Warm with average cool downs at times. But then look at the 8 to 10, look at the 8 to 14 day outlook. The only red here is basically only in the southeast. So all of that red pretty much just kind of goes away, and the cold starts to shift more towards the central part of the country. There might be some that spill into the southeast that keeps us right around average. So this no highlighted area is going to be average. So Western Carolinas might be more typical January towards the end of the month, which is in this case the 25th to the 31st. So like I said, around 27th or so, looks like is when there definitely could be some kind of pattern change, fortunately. And if I say fortunately, that means that those of you who absolutely love cold and snow, looks like you could have your chance later this month from the 27th, maybe into the 31st or so. So looking at weather Twitter and all of its dramatics, unfortunately, although I'm a big fan of always going and looking at it right here. Gerald, he's also he's a meteorologist here in Charlotte. He's in school right now. Looks like the pattern's going to start to pick up a little bit right now. GFS versus its ensembles for a storm in the northeast here. And let's look at this. It's looking like it's going to be sometime around the 23rd or so. That's for the northeast though, so that's good for them. That doesn't mean anything for here in the south, except maybe how it kind of gets a little bit chillier on the back side of this thing. So it's a pretty good post there for the northeast, definitely, no question about that. And let's see what else is going on here. This page, community weather group, significant slowing of the EPO. Okay. All right, so it looks like there's going to be some kind of, I think there's some kind of pattern change or whatnot. Here's a guy that is pretty good with Twitter discussion. So if you head over to Twitter, sometimes they have these chat rooms where all of us can join and talk and whatnot. Boy, not much else going on right now. Kind of boring. Mitch West is a really good resource to follow here. He's also a fellow YouTuber and fellow weather poster. And I think he's indicating that there's going to be some kind of a change in the overall pattern towards the end of the month also, or at least it's going to stay active. I don't know about the change, but it's going to stay active, maybe a little bit colder. And, I think looks like it's going to be trending to push the southeast ridge away, according to this visualization right here. So that's definitely something you want to see if you want to get a storm track that's going to be more a little bit farther to the east rather than to our west up the mountains, which is beneficial. So just a lot of energy coming through the southeast here in the GFS, according to Mitch, and that's also a great take for sure. It's really just going to be a good, decent overall, um, chance here towards the end of the month. I think is what he is indicating here. Let's see what else just came up on the. Okay, SpaceX rocket launched today in South Carolina, but it's cloudy across coastal South Carolina. Not really going to be a great view of wherever there's clouds along the East Coast. Okay, 11 to 15 day forecast here, looking like very, very cold across much of the western U.S. as we saw in that one outlook here. Not a big surprise here, and this goes all the way from January 20th to February 20th. Okay, we can deal with kind of like a. I mean, it's with this look, it's like through January and February we're kind of gonna be lacking the real cold and snow. The only place in the whole country here, absolutely crazy. And then we're looking at some of the other ensemble clusters, and it's looking like just average for us around here in the southeast. So I kind of buy this. I buy this too right here. Maybe a little bit below average, below average for the mountains, but then it starts to go more average towards the coastline. All right. Anything else going on here on weather Twitter? Not much. Since there's not a whole lot going on right now, I'm gonna probably wrap this up. Typical Northeast weather posters, snowstorms, and all that right now. Reed timber, of course. So yeah, really was a cloudy morning across the Charlotte area and whatnot. Yeah, not a whole lot going on right now. I think we covered pretty much everything there is to cover right here in this video. And I'll leave you with the IR satellite right here across the southeast part of the United States. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Subscribe to this channel by pressing the subscribe button. Make sure to like this video. Leave a comment. Answer my earlier questions about Elvis or whatever. And leave me a comment in the comment section if you like. Do you want cold and snow, or do you like warm? Do you like warm and dry, warm and wet, or do you like cold and snow for the wintertime? Did you escape it, or do you live here and want it, or did you escape it and still want it? Just leave me some comments down there and let me know. Okay, everybody. Everybody be good, and I will catch you later. This is Carolina Weather Authority.